Hi guys, Teresa here, your Mere Mortals chair. So today we're going to talk about a very important piece of equipment in your triathlon career, and that's going to be your bicycle. As you can see, there's a variety of bicycles to choose from. What you want to make sure is that you check your USAT book and make sure that your bike meets those rules for qualifying for a triathlon. One of the most important things when you're looking at a bike is first, look and see what you already have and what you're comfortable on. Maybe you've already got a mountain bike or a road bike around your house and you already know that you can ride the distance on that bike. Work on that first when you're going into triathlon to make sure that you have a good feel for what you're doing and that you have access to the bike that you're planning on using. The first bike we're going to talk about today is the mountain bike. This is a bike that you probably already have or you're pretty familiar with. It has lots of gears. It also has a fatter tire with usually knobbier tires that can make it for a little bit of a rougher ride. They're also a little bit heavier than what you're going to find with your road bike or your tri-bike. So just make sure that you're used to that rougher ride and that weight when you get onto it. Do remember though that a lot of triathlons have a fat tire division and this bike qualifies. Here we have the hybrid bike. This is a mix between our mountain bike and our road bike. It's still maybe a heavier bike, but it has smooth tires that are a little bit wider than your typical road bike and can make for a smoother ride than your mountain bike. The next bike that we're going to talk about is the road bike. This is going to be the bike that you typically see on race day, and it comes in a wide variety. With this bike, a couple of differences is it's going to be a little bit lighter than our hybrids and our mountain bikes. It's going to have our dropped handlebars that can put us in a couple of different positions while riding, and it's also going to have thinner and smoother tires. One of the things that's really important is if you're moving to a road bike, that you learn how to properly use these handlebars and shift in your positions that you can stay comfortable for the entirety of your race. The next bike that we're going to talk about is your triathlon or time trial bike. This bike is similar to the road bike, but one of the biggest differences is that the geometry of this bike is going to put us into an aerodynamic position. The biggest change is going to be up here with our cockpit. We're going to have our aero bars with our shifters at the end here and our brakes out to the side. This is going to help us to shift while we're in that aero position and not lose any momentum. Some similarities that you'll see is going to be in the smooth, thin tires and our gearing system that's set up on this bike. Like we talked about earlier, bikes come in a wide variety, even within their own subsets. So this is another example of a triathlon bike. It's going to be lighter and some newer technology. Also, you'll notice a difference in the way that the geometry lays out the aero position. So this makes for a more aggressive ride. Again, it's very important that you make sure that your bike is fit properly and that you're comfortable riding it. All right, guys, we've talked a lot about bikes today, but the most important thing, again, is to make sure that you're comfortable riding the bike that you're selecting. Check out our local bike shops and sponsors to make sure that you're on the right bike in the most comfortable fit possible to be successful on race day. If you have any questions, please reach out to us in the comment section for this video, on Facebook, or via our website. Have a great week!